So if you're a nice guy and you're watching this, then I guess you're at the point where you're like, yo, I know I got this. I know I got the nice guy syndrome and it's gotta stop. And I know exactly why. Yo, for real, the lack of respect is awful. You just don't get any freaking respect. You just keep giving, 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 and you just get little crumbs in return, little crumbs of love, little crumbs of money, right? It's just like I'm putting in so much work, so much effort into my relationship, into my career, and it's like I'm not even getting noticed or I'm not even getting what I want in return. This is a big problem with nice guys. I was there, constant people pleasing, constant fawning, getting exploited, and at the end of the day, my bank account was whack. My relationships were awful, and I would just get abused. Like literally, I would just get abused, and maybe you're there. Dude, I remember this one girl I was dating when I was 21 years old. This girl legit cheated on me, and I found out that she was cheating on me. She like had a different number for this guy and pretended it was a girl or whatnot, and then I found out she was cheating on me. Guess what? I forgave her. I freaking forgave her. Right? I was like feeling so bad for her. I was like, oh, okay, nah, this will be all right. Right? And then what? Did she cheat on me again? What do you think? What do you think? Absolutely, she cheated on me again. And it took me about 5 or 6 times to break up with her until I finally did. Because I was like worried that this girl was going to not do well without me because I wasn't there anymore to help her and support her. It was just like, dude, I don't want to do that to her. Even though I was getting abused, man, I was getting abused physically, mentally, emotionally, in so many different ways, in so many different relationships. And I would just find the girls that needed fixing. You might know about that. I just found the girls that wouldn't be good girls. I found these girls that needed fixing and that I could somehow support or help or bullshit. Some bullshit like that was in my mind because I was a nice guy. And if you read the book, No More Mr. Nice Guy, you'll know that Dr. Glover talks about toxic shame. That was going on inside of me. I had toxic shame, and that's why I couldn't date a good girl. That's why I couldn't date a wife-worthy woman when I was younger. I had to date these broads that were not good wives, that were not good girlfriends, that were not good material. But I felt the toxic shame, so that's the only girl that I felt like I could get or be with, you know? Nah, son. Same thing happened with my careers. It was just like, dude, I was working so hard and I was too anxious to go up to my boss and tell him that's not what you told me I was going to do. I'll be willing to do it for you, but I think we should renegotiate my salary. Never had the balls to do that, you know, because I was having this toxic shame. And I thought if I just gave, and gave, that then somebody would notice, somebody would see it. Boss would be like, you know what, you're doing awesome. Here you go, man. Let me give you an increase in salary. Nah, didn't happen that way. Didn't happen that way. I was just getting exploited and abused. And realistically, I was just doing it to myself because of what was going on internally. Now, if you read the book, No More Mr. Nice Guy, you probably understand the nice guy syndrome very well. What's going on within, the different beliefs that you're having that are like messing up with your life. And he gives some great tips of things to notice about yourself and things to try out. Some exposure therapy, go out and try it. Also join groups and whatnot. But one of the things that he doesn't do is talk about the toxic shame itself in the sense of how to overcome that, right? He talks about the toxic shame. He talks about the traumatic experiences that led us into this mode of being, but he doesn't say what to do in order to have that new life. This was my experience. It was years of learning social skills, years of learning exposure therapy, family systems theory, going into the world of pickup and dating, trying to learn all this stuff to learn social dynamics so that I could be uh, a better person, but also to get the results that I wanted. And nothing really changed until I decided to try body mind therapy. Before I was trying all this different stuff, all these different things, and I was faking it. I was just faking being a confident person. I had the scripts in my mind, how I would talk to people, how should I act and all this stuff, and then like how should my body language be. I started learning all this stuff, and you know what? Yeah, it was a little bit helpful. Okay, that's fine. But realistically, when somebody started to get to know me better, and I let go my guard, dude, the nice guy, it's still there. It was still trapped within my body and my mind. I was just using a persona in order to go out into the world and build this character of who I was in order to get results. Dude, that's manipulative. Dude, that wasn't good. That was not good. And it wasn't great in the sense that, I still felt the anxiety inside. I still felt the trauma inside. My nature was still getting the best of me. I don't know if you know this, but this is now scientific. Before, it was just kind of like spoken about by Dr. Alexander Lowen and some Reichian therapy where it's just the body-mind connection and how it's so connected that if you transform your body, you transform your mind. By releasing the effects of trauma in your body, you start releasing the effects of trauma in your mind. And it's amazing. And now there's so many more books about it. And I don't know if you're a psychology geek, like me or whatever, but there's Gabor Mate, there's Dr. Levine talking about somatic therapy and somatic experiencing. There's also that book, The Body Keeps the Score. It's just getting more and more well known that you got to work on the body and the mind if you're going to release the effects of trauma. If you're going to release the effects of that toxic shame, dude, body-mind connection. You have to work on the body-mind connection, and that's what I do. I help people with the body-mind connection, specifically releasing all the effects of trauma within your body. And I know it will work for you because the body-mind connection is powerful. That's where the power is. That's when you start really transforming yourself from the inside out. Like imagine that, just walking anywhere you go and being calm, secure, grounded, free. It's just like it changed my life completely when I started doing these things. I was like, whoa, dude, I don't even have to pre-plan conversations. If I need something, I go and I do it. I don't have to be like having this whole chatter in my mind. And the best part is that I really got strong boundaries. That was amazing. Just by like doing the grounding, I got so good at boundaries that I'm able to be calm and kind. I'm still kind, but I say things and say it with conviction. No, I'm not doing that. Hey, don't talk to me that way. And man, you know what? People can teach you to do that so that you kind of emulate it and just do it because you learned some social skills, some social hacks, some social techniques. But it is a whole different game when it comes from the inside out. When you're starting to respect yourself, love yourself, put yourself number one, have self-interest, be self-interested. So to not make this story too long, man, go through this course. It's going to change your life. It's completely going to change your life from the inside out. And there's going to be maybe big transitions that you're going to have to make in your life. But those are transitions that are going to guide you into the next version of who you are. Some of us are stuck. We're stuck in this. And it's just, you got it. Some people are going to have to get out of relationships that are just abusive, that ain't working. Or you're going to have to change the dynamics of the relationship. But the best way to do that is not to talk about it. It's to be about it. Be the change. Be the change. And then your woman is going to change based on that. Or she's going to get the heck out of your way. That sounds rude, right? But it's good. It's good. If somebody's not good for you in your life, you gotta cut that off. You gotta break it up. And you're going to get stronger in that way. It's important to do that. It's important to do that. And then some of the guys here are going to have to quit their jobs or ask for a raise or start a new job or start a business. All of this stuff. It's great to do. It's great to do. But first, the important thing is to change from the inside out. So I hope to see you on the inside. Peace. So to find out how body-mind therapy works and why it's so powerful, click on the video to the left. And to learn more about how weak boundaries affect your life and how to fix that, check out the video to the right.